On October 2, 1869, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born in Porbandar, India, in a time of profound change and upheaval under British colonial rule. Little did the world know that this child would grow up to lead one of the most significant movements for independence and civil rights through a philosophy of nonviolence. This narrative explores Gandhi's early life, his development into a leader of peaceful protest, and the lasting impact of his methods on global movements for justice and freedom.
Mohandas Gandhi, later known as Mahatma Gandhi, was born into a Hindu family in the coastal town of Porbandar, in present-day Gujarat, India. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, was a local official, and his mother, Putlabai, was deeply religious, instilling in him values of tolerance, non-violence, and devotion to the truth from a young age. Gandhi's early life was marked by a conventional education and a marriage at the age of 13 to Kasturbai Mukherjee, a union arranged by their families. In 1888, at the age of 18, Gandhi traveled to London to study law, a pivotal moment in his life. His experiences in London exposed him to new ideas, religions, and philosophies, shaping his future outlook and commitment to social justice.
After returning to India in 1891 and facing limited success as a lawyer, Gandhi accepted a job with an Indian firm in South Africa in 1893. It was in South Africa that Gandhi first encountered systemic racial discrimination, particularly against Indians and other people of color. A turning point came when he was thrown off a train in Pietermaritzburg for refusing to move from a first-class compartment reserved for whites, despite holding a valid ticket. This incident sparked a profound transformation in Gandhi. He realized the pervasive injustice faced by Indians in South Africa and began to develop his philosophy of satyagraha, or truth force, which emphasized nonviolent resistance to oppression. He believed that moral and spiritual strength could overcome physical force, and he began to organize the Indian community to resist discriminatory laws through peaceful means.
Gandhi's first major campaign of nonviolent resistance took place in South Africa from 1906 to 1914, where he led the Indian community in a series of protests against unjust laws, such as the Black Act, which required Indians to carry identification passes. These protests included marches, boycotts, and civil disobedience, where participants refused to comply with discriminatory laws. Gandhi's commitment to nonviolence and his ability to mobilize large numbers of people without resorting to violence gained international attention. His successes in South Africa established him as a leader and a pioneer of peaceful resistance, laying the groundwork for his future role in India's struggle for independence. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India, where he was soon recognized as a leader in the Indian National Congress. He began to apply his principles of satyagraha to the Indian context, focusing on the injustices of British colonial rule. Gandhi's campaigns included the Non-Cooperation Movement, 1920 to 1922, the Salt March in 1930, and the Quit India movement in 1942. Each of these movements sought to challenge British authority through mass civil disobedience, economic boycotts, and non-violent protests.
Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence and civil disobedience played a crucial role in India's struggle for independence, which was finally achieved in 1947. His ability to inspire and lead millions of Indians in peaceful protest demonstrated the power of nonviolence in achieving social and political change. Gandhi's methods also influenced civil rights movements around the world, including those led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. Despite facing imprisonment, physical assaults, and immense pressure, Gandhi remained steadfast in his commitment to nonviolence. He believed that the means were as important as the ends and that true peace could only be achieved through peaceful actions. His legacy as a leader of nonviolent resistance continues to inspire movements for justice and human rights worldwide.
Mohandas Gandhi's birth and the evolution of his peaceful protests have left an indelible mark on the world. From his early life in India to his transformative experiences in South Africa and his leadership in the Indian independence movement, Gandhi's commitment to nonviolence and truth reshaped the course of history. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we are reminded of the enduring power of peaceful protest and the belief that moral strength can overcome even the greatest injustices.